Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Below the Line, the show about how movies are made. My name is Andres Ramirez, and I'm here with my new web co-host, Mr. Zach Houston. Apparently not Scott, but this is like a funny thing I just learned during his wedding. By the way, he's not newlywed to me. He's newlywed to his beautiful bride. Well, I guess now wife, Brooke Houston. Hey, how are you, Zach?
Not too bad, not too bad. What do you mean? We're married for life as well. You're my life partner. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, from a different point of view, to quote Anakin Skywalker, or kind of quote him,
Certain point of
we
view.
are, yeah, I mean, we're collaborators, and, you're a producer, I'm a director. So, in a weird way, that's a different type of marriage.
Yeah, it's a
So,
producer
you could
director
say
marriage.
you've been preparing with me
Yes,
for the real thing. I guess if you can make a movie, you can make anything happen, just like your wedding, wasn't it?
exactly. Yes, it was a lot of planning. We were very happy with how the day went. I was glad to see everyone make it all out. And yeah, man, we had fun doing a lot, going to the arcade, watching movies, one we can talk about today, and just catching up, doing fun things in person. So, yeah, speaking of that one movie, do you want to tell the story?
Well, should we start with that movie or should we start with the movie that it's in everybody's mouth this week? Well,
Let's
I guess both movies are in everybody's mouth because one of those movies is actually going to be that other movie at the box office
and it's two
by
weeks
like a
in.
lot. Yes,
Yeah, let's talk about that movie instead because I'm gonna go see it on Tuesday. So yeah, let's talk the second installment in the DC universe, the follow up to Superman, Supergirl,
kind of,
kind of.
kind of. The second installment because there's been a couple of HBO shows that nobody has watched.
Yeah, I prefer just following the movies. I don't want to follow the TV shows.
Yeah. Well, technically, the DCU. Well, is Blue Beetle part of the DCU?
Who knows anymore? I'm so confused.
Well, it's like, well, technically, Jason Momoa has two characters.
Yeah, he does. Well, actually, I guess that's my first question since you have seen the movie. What did you think of him in that role as Lobo?
I mean, it's Jason Momoa with a. I mean, to be honest, I'm not familiar with Lobo. Are you familiar with him?
I am, yeah, the Brad Garrett, the comics, all the different types. I really like him. I thought he looked the part, definitely more than he ever did Aquaman.
I mean, he looks the part, but he's Jason Momoa pretending to be Lobo, I guess, with his face paint on his face.
So he's
Like
perfect, excellent. That's all I needed to hear.
he's great, but as far as I understand, there's not really a story in the comic books because, as far as I understand, he's immortal. He's like a god, quasi god, so he cannot die, and he kind of just shows up, makes some does something, and then says peace. And it's exactly what Jason Momoa would do. I mean, if you've seen Minecraft, it's pretty much the same performance by Jason
Okay.
Momoa, except in this one he's painting in his face.
Mm,
If that makes sense,
no, it
like the
does.
makeup.
So
Um,
I guess that brings me to my second question. Was there anything else about this movie that was worth watching? Because it didn't get the best critic reviews. They were mixed across the board, but a lot of them basically said the same thing, that the script was just terrible.
I think it's complicated because I think overall I don't know what James Gunn is planning to do with DC in general. I think the best scenes of the films are the ones with Superman, but they come to a price that we need to see how he behaves in the second part of Superman, which is
And it's
currently being
tomorrow.
filmed, I think. Yes, because there is tension between the cousins, but they never really play with it, if that makes sense.
No, it
Basically,
does.
Kara's backstory is way different to Clark's, not comic book story. I mean, the James Gunn story in regards to their parents and how they saw Krypton.
Mm,
So there's like a lot of potential. And at the same time, Superman doesn't come out as Superman. Like, he's begging to see her. And I don't know if that's Superman like. I mean, I guess it makes sense in the context of James Gunn, but again, it'll depend how they build him up. But I would say those are the best scenes because you can tell they were written by James Gunn and not the same person that wrote the rest of the movie.
That,
Some those scenes feel like a whiplash, and they
mm,
feel like DLC content. It's a Superman movie trying to get us ready to the other Superman movie.
from the sound of
If
it,
that
this feels like a side story more than anything that just more or less is a spin-off rather than actual proper continuation.
Well, that's the issue because I'm not familiar with Supergirl or Woman of Tomorrow, which I think is where this comic, the main inspiration for the film.
Yeah.
Before I read online, even people that read that book, which apparently is controversial because of the writer, are not happy with the adaptation. So,
Mm.
like, the story in itself, there is no plot. It's like, if you remember, is it the Marvels? They're trying to get like a sandwich or something.
Okay, yeah. Or was that
It's
Birds of
they
Prey?
Yes, it's similar to Birds of Prey where they're trying to get this thing, but if you really think about it, like it's it's quite easy to solve, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the CGI is atrocious. I can confidently say that Eternals has better CGI
Oh.
than this movie. And that's unfortunate because the third act is like you're watching a cutscene of a video game without the flair of a video game,
Uh,
if that makes sense.
it does.
Um,
That's really sad to hear. That is really, really sad.
at the same time, it sort of feels like this was meant to be HBO Max, but James Gunn need to push this theatrically. I sort of feel this is a very confused movie, if that makes sense.
No, no, it
Like
does.
confused on what it wants to be, what it wants to say, and overall, what's the whole general purpose of the film.
But yeah, that sounds pretty much what I thought. And again, what just to end things before we move on to the next film, it is telling to me that he announced early on that they wanted to perfect the scripts. They wanted to make them ready before they started filming, unlike Marvel, which was churning them out all the time. And not to say to give benefit of doubt to this writer, but the fact that she had no credits whatsoever, that she was an actress, like at most a main character on the Michael J. Fox show from like a decade ago and recurring since, switched to screenwriting for this one film and is also doing Teen Titans and Blue or not Blue Beetle, the new Wonder Woman films down the line. That
Hmm.
concerns me a little bit, and I hope that they take this constructive criticism well because, yeah,
If
that's
it happens.
if it does, yeah, because at this point we're already kind of going off script with a lot of his plans. Like we got a Superman next year coming out, but those other projects like Waller and Booster Gold
Batman.
and Batman, that's way off. I think the
Well, it's also like I don't think he knows what he's building towards.
yeah,
Because even in this galaxy, the galaxy feels so small in this film. Because it's true what they say, it's very similar to Guardians. But even the way it's written, like Millie Alcock does a really fine job portraying Supergirl with what she is given. That said, her interviews about her being queer, not really sure if that is coming across in the film. So I think that's like media not really helping the film.
it's just
But
buzzword.
in general, her performance is fine for what she's given to do.
Oh,
But like she's depressed because she misses Krypton, but at the same time she listens pop music. And
just like Superman.
it's like, wait, if you don't like Earth, why do you listen pop music? Like, with Star-Lord, it makes sense because he misses Earth. But
Yeah,
in this case, she does not miss Earth. So it's like there's some tonal things where you're like, huh? Okay. And like her power scale is like very messy. And like the villain is not really a villain. I think overall, James Gunn needs to figure out what he wants to do. Like, because if the next Batman makes a lot of money, I don't think Warner is going to allow him to have Batman.
yeah. Well, the last thing I'll say too is that this movie was supposed to be proof that this universe could work without him in a creative way, like as a director or writer. And it's already starting to unravel if this is not, and if box office is looking succeeding as well as they hope. Like they really need
But
to, yeah, get it going.
the issue is that you can feel him creatively. Like, if you tell me who directed this, I wouldn't be able to tell you because this feels like. See, this is the worst possible description of this movie. This feels like ChatGPT trying to emulate a James Gunn like movie post
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
that's
Like, it's like, oh, here comes the pop song, here comes the funny creature, here comes this. And it's like, well, who is directing this? Even there's a sequence similar to the one in Superman. Uh, what's his name? The guy that
Mr. Terrific.
rates the camp. Yes, there's a sequence that is very similar, and you're like, wait, is this like a homage to Superman? Or is this like every movie in DC is going to have a similar stylistic choice? So at times it sort of feels like, okay, ChatGPT just said, play these tracks, and they played them. So it feels like whoever directed this, because I genuinely don't know who directed this, was really trying to emulate James Gunn.
That's too bad.
Times you can tell some scenes were not directed by the director because they were directed by James Gunn. And these are the scenes with Superman in particular.
Mm.
Like it just feels like a mumbo jumbo. And I was reading that the film had four different composers,
Oh,
which leads me to believe that this film was probably a mess during production, during post production, and probably that also explains the short runtime because it's just like an hour and a half. Although once you're in the theater, it feels like you're there for like forever.
that's too bad. Well,
Would I recommend it? If you like DC, sure, but try going to like the matinee where it's cheaper
so
because
Tuesday.
I don't think this film is worth the full price of admission. Here in the US, when I'm here, I get AMC stubs, which is you watch movies for free for a certain amount of money. So I really didn't pay for it, but the crowd was not very enthusiastic, and that's if there was a crowd. So yeah, I would mean if you're a fan of DC, go watch it. If not, wait like 2 weeks. It'll probably be in HBO Max by then or Crave in Canada.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if I came off negative. It's a messy film that probably puts James Gunn in a lot of stress, especially if that purchase goes through.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. On a brighter note, let's talk about the other film that we saw while we were together last weekend. The biggest
Yeah.
movie of last week and this weekend, Toy Story 5. We'll talk briefly about
Well,
that.
I have to ask, has your wife forgiven you because you saw this movie without her the night before you got
No,
married?
I think she
Oh
split me
boy.
on the side. That's okay, though.
I'm sorry,
It's
Brooke.
a fun story.
Yes. That was my punchline in my speech. For those that don't know the reference. Yes, this was my punchline. But yeah, you should talk about it. I spoke more about Supergirl. So
Yeah.
what did you think of Toy Story 5?
Well, I'll just say I was not enthralled with the idea of a fifth one. I thought the fourth one was a nice epilogue. Was it needed? Probably not, but honestly,
Money.
yeah, money. I get it. It's a very popular brand. They needed something to recover after Lightyear kind of bombed, and really, looking at the pieces and when more was getting revealed, it did make sense. It was going to focus on Jesse. Its roots were definitely tied to the second Toy Story, which makes sense. I mean, it's Toy Story 5, the second of now this potential new trilogy. And honestly, for what it's worth,
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah, leaving that theater, I did want a sixth Toy Story because I was really happy and a bit more enthralled with what was going on with this one than I thought I was going to. It was definitely a nice, easygoing animated film with good visuals, strong development from its character, just really great performance from Joan Cusack, and some good comedy as well with Woody and Buzz. Even though Woody probably wasn't needed to be in this film, it's nice to see him, but I wouldn't go out of my way and say, oh, watch this one for Woody. And yeah, honestly, it did have a lot to say about cyberbullying, just how it plays a part in today's society with kids. So I was really surprised. I thought this was a really wonderful film that I wouldn't mind going to watch again when it comes onto Disney Plus or streaming or something. So
No, you gotta take your wife. What do you
yeah,
mean Disney Plus? She doesn't get the film treatment, like
oh,
the
she will. She
theatrical
will.
experience?
We'll go see
Come
it.
on.
She'll.
Come
I know.
on.
When I watch it by myself, I will be happy to turn it on to Disney Plus because this was a
Ah, there
really
you
good
go.
movie. This was a really good movie.
Yeah, I think for me, after a week, because I think we did see it about a week ago together, the film has marinated. I think it's a good film. I am curious to see how they're going to evolve it because I did some thinking, and Lily Pad is not really a villain
No.
compared to other Toy Story villains that were more narcissistic and egocentric, like Lotso or the Prospector in Part 2. But I think the idea of tech becoming a villain is interesting. I wonder if the third one might be AI.
Yeah, like
Um,
maybe Lily Pad has like a virus and AI is taking over. I don't know. That's it's interesting to say the least.
uh, I'm also curious to see how they're going to connect the whole Toy Story franchise in the sense that Woody is lost. So I wonder if the big boy Andy might ever come back because, I mean, he's a collectible at this point and he lives in the streets. I'm curious to see how they're all going to tie it all together. And I was quite pleased to see that Lightyear is not really canon because
Agree.
Buzz made the joke that Cirque is their dad, not themselves. So I'm glad to see that Buzz Lightyear is kind of fan fiction in Toy Story universe
Yeah, same here. But no,
because that movie is atrocious.
yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I get what their intent was, but it just didn't stick the landing. But definitely go see Toy Story 5 because between that and the new Jackass movie that came out this week, it's a pretty good time for fifth movies and franchises, if I'm being honest.
And I guess Minions comes out next week, right?
Yeah, that I do want to dedicate a full episode to because what I read is so Annecy was happening last week. It's basically
Hmm.
the cons or like film festival equivalent for animation. And a lot of people said they were very surprised with how much that movie pays tribute to classic Hollywood, which I was surprised. Like I was very
What I've
surprised.
heard is that the film is already open outseas.
Is it?
Uh, Well, my dad told me he was playing in Morocco.
Oh
So
wow.
apparently, so I mean, remember, I think with Universal, sometimes they play their movies outside of the US and Canada before. It always happens with Jurassic Park or World. I don't know why they do that. So I mean, it is Toy Story's real competition next week. Supergirl is very screwed because then it's what Minions and then the Odyssey, or what's between the Odyssey and Minions?
That's it. Just the
Moana,
Odyssey. There's no. Oh yeah, Moana. No one's gonna be watching that though.
which I think is going to be another flop.
Yeah, well, Who was really asking for it? Like literally, I could just copy and
Disney
paste.
Plus parents.
Apparently, who don't want to see animation. Apparently, but then at least they'll.
Well, isn't
Mhm.
isn't Moana the most streamed movie of Disney Plus, like in all its history?
Yes, that and Moana 2 are.
So that's your data.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people are going to go see it. That's a different story.
They'll probably wait for Spider-Man by the end of the month. I think that's the big one that will wipe everyone clean from Supergirl and hopefully give comic book movies a bit more relevance again until Doomsday comes out.
Oh boy, until Doomsday comes out, December.
Yeah,
Sort of feels like Spider-Man, it's a win or nothing, but I think it's going to be a win.
it's going to be
Like
a huge.
Marvel needs it, but it seems like also for the box office is very dry outside of like Obsession, Toy Story, and like maybe
Backrooms.
Odyssey.
We'll
But
see
even
about the end.
Has died. Just before we move into our next topic, what do you think about the fact that influencers are not attending to the Odyssey to review it for early access? Do
I'm
you think that's a good or bad thing, or a sign of warning for the film's quality?
No, it's a good thing because I think these influencers, most of them are grifters and they're just there to spread clout and get free stuff. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that they're really fan
So what are
enthusiasts.
we,
Well, we're fans, but we're also like I work in film full
filmmakers
time. Yeah, we're filmmakers. These people aren't. They're marketers. They're just there to promote stuff
or
because
talent?
or their talent. They are in the face. We don't show our faces. Like we're behind the scenes.
Yet,
That's the name of our podcast. So
yes, we're below the line.
we are below the line. Yeah, they're above the line. So the fact
Yeah.
people like Soups or Taya Miller aren't going to see this film like right away is a good thing. They need to pay like everyone else and let the real journalism speak for itself because I think this is going to be a fantastic movie and it doesn't need a bunch of influencers telling me otherwise.
Are you weighing the bucket?
No, I'm
You're not getting the camera bucket?
I might actually. It might be a good. It might be a very good prop because you
Collectible.
were talking about the Trojan horse. Actually,
No, no, no. You know the IMAX camera.
yeah, I might get the IMAX camera. That'd be a good collectible for the house because it's an IMAX camera as a popcorn bucket. It's awesome.
And the new IMAX camera,
True, but
which probably nobody else is going to shoot with because
no,
it's so expensive to shoot. It's like
Val.
Nolan's camera.
Yeah, you're Chris
Yes.
Nolan. So before I think as a bonus for those people that because we took last week off due to my wedding, I thought since we're still in a bit of a wedding mood a week after it, we would talk some wedding movies, romantic stuff. And I thought we would bring on the new Mrs. Houston on board to kind of discuss that. So, would you like me to introduce her again, Andres?
Oh, introduce her or me? Of
Introduce her. I could do that right now.
course. I mean, she's your wife. You should do it.
Awesome. Well, here's my wife, Brooke Houston, who before hasn't appeared since our School of Rock episode. Here she is now.
That was a long time.
Yeah, it
It
was a
feels
long.
like forever.
Yeah. I mean, believe it or not, Brooke, by the way, nice to hear you because I
Hello.
cannot see you. That was, this is our 70th episode. We've been doing this more or less for 70 weeks. And your episode has been the most view and the most fan engagement episode. So no
Seriously?
pressure.
Yeah, that puts a lot of pressure on this one. Mm. No, that's awesome
No, it's a,
to be back.
yeah.
Now, I
Well,
have to say,
we start.
your speech at the wedding was probably one of my favorite things. Just saying.
Oh, thank you. I mean, hopefully it was not overwritten, and hopefully Zach preserved the actual written speech that I
Yeah,
gave him,
it's on our dresser right now.
because I sort of felt the writing it on paper was something that I wanted to do. So it's forever his or yours or both of you forever.
Oh, thank you. We
As
appreciate
as a good memory. You know, pictures, written stuff are the things we preserve, not text. So I didn't want to type it. I wanted to actually write it. So it probably has spelling mistakes because there's no autocorrect on handwritten text. But before we start, I just wanted to say, on behalf of all the Below the Line crew and family, congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you.
And now let's talk some wedding movies.
Yeah.
So who shall go first, Zach?
I think she will. She provided a list.
Oh.
I have a top 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sounds
just going
good.
to be listening into this one because I don't have much to really compare. Or
I have one.
you have one?
Yes, but maybe she mentions it. So let's see.
Okay.
She can
well,
take the lead.
you can do your top 5. So take it away.
Maybe I over prepared.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
It's okay.
should I go 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
5.
Yes.
Okay. My number 5 wedding movie is Bride Wars, which is a lovely Anne Hathaway, Kate Hudson movie where they're best friends and they accidentally set their wedding date for the same day and chaos ensues and it's just hilarity and a young Chris Pratt is in it and I really like that movie. So if you
Wow.
haven't seen it,
2009.
we got homework for you. Because I know you've said all of them, haven't you, Zachary?
It was okay. I can't speak to that. It is what it is. It is interesting to see a younger Chris Pratt when he was starting out in comedy before he hit it big in 2014 with Guardians and then Jurassic World. So, yeah.
I mean, for people that have not seen it, apparently it's streaming on Hulu and Disney. So you can watch it because I I have not watched this. It's also like very periodically to that time because I sort of feel Kate Hudson has sort of disappeared over the public image.
Well, I guess she was in that Hugh Jackman movie.
Yeah, she got an Academy Award nomination last year. Song Sing Blue.
Before that,
Well,
yes,
yeah, she took
very good performance.
But I actually think she should have won, if I'm being honest.
Fair point. I also agree with you.
Yeah, sorry, P.T.
Okay.
Anderson. I didn't think that was a good role. But yeah, what's your number 4 movie?
My number 4 wedding movie is a Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds movie, which is The Proposal. It's hilarious. It has Betty White in it. Rest in peace. It's just an amazing movie, and I think everybody should watch it.
I actually do like that one for what it's worth. I thought it was pretty good.
Streaming on Netflix.
Yep.
If you are, and has that Canadian flair, also from BC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's about a Canadian who's potentially going to get shipped out of America unless she marries Ryan Reynolds, who is Canadian. It's very awkward, actually. It's kind of funny, a series of conveniences like that.
So Sandra Bullock is the Canadian in this movie.
Yeah. The roles are switched.
It's weird.
Even though she is American. That's kind of funny.
But they filmed it in Alaska, so they didn't even go to
Canada. Oh, kind of went up north. I know, it's so weird.
So it's another 2000 movie, actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a really good movie.
Spoiler, I think all of these are going to be 2000s. Maybe I'm wrong with one, but...
No. Both 2009 so far.
There's a theme to this. This was nostalgia. There's a theme.
Okay.
So my number 3 is not only a wedding movie, but it's a musical. Mamma Mia.
Oh, great.
Well, spoiler alert, they don't actually get married at the end.
Someone does.
Yeah, somebody gets married at the end.
Do you
They
actually...
do get... Well...
Meryl Streep and Pierce Brosnan do. I mean,
spoiler alert.
Well,
yeah.
For a 20-year-old movie.
Yeah, sure.
Or play. I mean, it was also a play before it was a movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you actually like that movie, man?
I made you see it.
I think it's a very respectable movie. I mean, I've seen the play on Broadway, so I've seen the play physically. Well, not on Broadway. Actually, I saw it in Mexico when they toured. So it's ABBA, and the plot is simple enough for you to follow it. Mm-hmm. I would say part 1 is better than part 2. Although now they're talking about part 3 with Sydney Sweeney, so they say.
I disagree with that. I actually thought part two was more interesting than part one.
Yeah,
I find it hard for me to sit through the first Mamma Mia. I think the mistake, though, was killing Meryl Streep's character too early. They should have saved that to the very end.
I agree with them.
Because there wasn't enough of her. The stuff in the future felt lost, but the stuff in the past, way more interesting. Like the godfather of Mamma Mia films.
Yeah,
wedding movies in the first one.
I think I'd be curious to see what they do with the third one.
True.
Same here with her daughter older or something, maybe going through the same thing. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, because Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney became very good friends with that movie they did back in the holidays. I think she said that she would love to cast Sydney Sweeney for her daughter. Although I don't know if Sydney Sweeney can sing, so
we'll see.
We shall see.
Well,
it would be funny if Glenn Powell gets casted too.
Well, what's your number two then, man? Or lady, not man.
So used to doing the podcast
with
a guy.
Gotta add some feminine flair in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
My number two is not a 2000s movie.
No, it's not a 2000s movie.
Father of the Bride, which is Steve Martin and Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
And their daughter is getting married. And that sequel was really good.
Yeah, no, I'll give credit.
The sequel to that.
I did. It was very, I don't know, it had a good flair to it. It was very relatable. Like, I really do relate to Steve Martin's struggle. Poor guy just wanted to save some money, and
as we know, weddings are expensive.
Yeah, I feel for him now.
I think we felt a lot of his pain during our wedding prep process.
Yeah, and also that movie, did you guys saw the reunion they did on Zoom?
Yeah.
During COVID.
That's right.
Yes. I sort of wish they actually committed to a third one.
Yeah, but it's a little impossible now with Diane Keaton passing away.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an excuse.
For them to come
Maybe
back.
it's a funeral.
Good. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I like the way you think.
I mean, Steve Martin is still alive, so might as well take advantage of him while we have him. He's a phenomenal comedian and actor, so
maybe do it with Martin Short and Selena Gomez. You know, maybe a tribute to that in Only Murders.
Grandfather of the Bride.
Yeah.
I feel by this point he would be the great grandfather of the bride.
He's not that old.
He's think he's like 80?
Almost 80, yeah.
He's 1945.
My whole life, so I don't know. He's always looked
he's 81 then. Oh, wow.
He's August 14, 1945.
Oh, so he is 80. Wow.
Yeah, he's almost 81.
Yes, he's about to turn 80.
For the past 30 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen him change.
I think more wrinkles, but overall he looks the same.
Yeah. And then
okay,
number one. This is a movie that I think you actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
The movie is My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which is big and brash and just over the top and just family and just reminds me of my family, and it's just crazy and kind of reminded me a lot of our wedding, actually.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that movie. If you haven't seen that one, Andres, that's the number one that I recommend out of all of them, for sure.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Who stars on that one?
That's Nia Vardalos, John. What is his name? John
Corbett.
John Corbett. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. But there's like a lot of them now, right? There's like so many of them.
Grossing indie movie of all time.
That didn't hit number one at the box office. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple. There's two other ones.
Yeah, there's three altogether.
Yeah, the sequels, don't watch them. They're not good.
I didn't mind the second one.
Yeah. I actually like the third one a little more, but I think that one should have been the second one, if that makes sense.
It makes sense when you watch it.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll give one. Maybe you can give one, Zach. Because,
I plan to.
But as a groomsman, I think this one fits me very well. It's Wedding Crashers, starring.
about that one.
I thought you were going to say The Hangover for a second.
But Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, a movie that probably could not be made today because it's probably too problematic. But
Oh,
it was made in 2005, and it's just a hilarious film about two guys that are trying to get dates by crashing into weddings. Although, to be fair, I did not crash yours. I was
No, you
properly
you
didn't.
were
invited.
invited. You were invited.
but but
We crashed it.
I think it's a fun movie,
It
and
is.
it's kind of like, I mean, looking back at even all the movies that Brooke mentioned, it also feels weird that these type of movies do not exist anymore.
Mm,
Like, it's crazy. She mentioned two that came out in the same year, and if you think about how much the box office and the industry has changed,
strange.
these movies are not made
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of that anymore. Mm. It was
Well,
definitely like a
romance movies are
kind of
gone.
genre of the times for sure.
Well, even like that one, Meet Me in Tuscany,
Oh,
or Chloe Bailey one didn't do that hot at the box office. Like they're just made to be on streaming now. They're not made for
Netflix.
or Netflix. Yeah,
mhm.
Didn't one came out this weekend with Zoe Deutsch, like
uh,
supposedly really good?
I don't know.
We should check that one.
Yeah, for me, I'd pick two. The first one is The Wedding Singer,
Oh,
just
I
because
didn't
it's an
even think
Adam
of that.
Sandler classic.
Why did I not think of that?
I know it's a good one. And then the second one I'd actually put on there is American Wedding, the third in the American Pie
That
series.
does count.
Yeah, just because I liked how the characters matured and kind of grew up from the last two, and it gave Stifler a bigger role because he was my favorite in that series.
We should watch it.
Yeah,
Wedding Singer, 1998.
That's a
yeah,
good movie.
What a
that's a good one.
what a throwback!
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I know. I
Yeah,
was a wedding singer. Yeah,
Mhm. Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler,
yeah, their first collaboration.
and it
so
has
many of them.
the best climax song
The-
that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I should have played that song at the wedding. Actually, "Grow Old with You."
Makes me cry every time.
So this is a upcoming wedding movie that I actually thought of.
Hmm.
It could be funny. I think it's funny. It's called Gail Doherty and the Celebrity Sex Pass. Comes out July 10th.
Gail Daughtery.
Uh, yes, it's with Zoe
Oh,
Deutsch, with
Huh.
John Hamm. It's like it has the most random cast. But I saw it at the Tribeca Film Festival. It was one of the films they played, and it's basically about this couple who is about to get married, and they both sort of say which celebrity is like a free sex pass.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
it doesn't count as cheating.
oh,
So the groom chooses Jennifer Aniston, and for whatever coincidence, he meets Jennifer Aniston. And this is like the first 5 minutes, so it's not really a spoiler. I'm sure it's in the trailer. So he sleeps with Jennifer Aniston. I don't know how they got her cameo. It looked real, so I think it was not AI. And then she has to sleep with John Hamm in order to properly get married. But it's like an over the top comedy about how the industry works because everything is shot in LA, and they make fun about agents, actors, and stuff like that. It's very over the top.
that's a
I recommend it.
yeah, and you said this was coming later this year.
July 10th. So
Oh
in like
wow,
so a couple weeks.
same day as
2 weeks.
ours. That's cool.
Yes. Yeah, it's an indie movie. It's directed by Ken Marino. I think he's a comedian.
Yeah, Wet Hot American Summer.
Right. Oh,
So if you like his humor, you probably will like this film.
Oh yeah,
But it is a wedding movie because it happens during the eve of a wedding, and there's a wedding in the film.
that's funny.
So
I like that. Oh,
I thought about it just now as we were speaking, for
No,
something to
thank
look
you.
forward.
yeah, we'll definitely.
Hopefully they play it then. Yeah,
Well, I know
because
why
it's a
he
fun
got
movie.
Jennifer Aniston because he worked with her on Wanderlust,
Huh.
and then Paul Rudd I think is in the movie too. He's worked with him a bunch of
Yeah,
times.
and Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd have worked together a lot too.
There's so many cameos. Like there is the, I mean, Joan Hamm is in the movie. There's so many cameos.
That's
It's
awesome.
like a fun movie that kind of makes fun about celebrity Hollywood lifestyle, and they make fun about agencies. It sort of also feels like it's a movie that could not happen. But I do agree with something that Brooke said earlier. Hangover is probably the best pre-wedding movie of all time.
Agreed with that. Its sequels, not so much, but definitely the first one.
I also thought of another one, actually.
Which one?
Remember that movie with Adam Devine we watched? It had Pierce Brosnan in it. The Outlaws?
Yeah, The Outlaws. That was a fun.
That was a good movie. It was about he goes to meet his in-laws and find out that
they're criminals.
Are like bank robbers.
Really?
Yeah, he finds
This
out.
sounds like a fun movie.
Yeah.
Where is it streaming somewhere?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
We watched it.
Of course. Of course. Netflix and the algorithm, it's such a weird thing. The stuff you don't get recommended because you have not watched something that is like that is very bizarre.
It just gets lost in the void.
It is a void. But yeah, wedding movies are fun, and I wish they make them more often.
We've definitely watched basically all of them.
Yeah.
In preparation for our wedding.
Exactly.
So, which one taught you how to walk perfectly down the aisle?
None of them.
Or which one was like the one where you're like, that's the move?
My best friend's wedding, probably.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's a good one.
Rachel getting married. That's a good one too.
Yeah. I didn't put all of them on there, but
there's a lot of good ones. It's kind of hard to narrow it all down.
And then if you extend it, there's all the Disney movies which always have weddings.
Yeah, I guess those count too.
Yep.
Romantic Disney movies.
From the golden times of Disney. Well, I wonder if like Toy Story. Well, technically, Toy Story 5 is a wedding movie.
Yeah, no, it's true. If there is a wedding at the end of the movie,
well, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, Zach, you're about to get in trouble again.
Well, I think that's probably where we'll wrap things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me, guys. I really enjoyed being here again.
Yeah, thank you for
having. I'll have to do this more often.
Definitely, we'll get you more involved.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this podcast is about connecting with family, with film lovers, and I think Brooke qualifies with that. Yeah. She's part of the below the line crew. So we're happy to have you, Brooke. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be around more.
You will be.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you again, Andres, for all your help this week. You've been amazing.
It's been very helpful.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You know, Zach and I were way a long back, so you know how fun and meaningful that was.
No, thank you.
And besides the podcast, everything we do together, Zach, as I mentioned, is a very good person and a loyal friend. And I think those are the people that make it count.
Yeah. No, thank you, man.
But before we start crying, man, it should sign us off.
Yeah. Well, I'll give us a sign off. He's Andres Ramirez. You can follow him at Jaro2096. My wife is right next to me, so you can follow her at the Brooke Houston. She also has Facebook too, same name. I'm the Zach Houston. You can follow us on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all those apps that have this podcast, wherever you want to listen. And thanks as always for watching. We'll be back next week where we talk Minions and Despicable Me. That'll be for
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.